Okay. So this is going to be take 4 for me for this vlog. I tried to do it with my selfie stick. This thing right here. But it just... I made the whole vlog with that thing. I was done with the vlog. I was just completely done with it. I got everything out that I needed to get out. And and I went to go back and watch it, and there was no audio. I don't know what's up with that thing, but I can't vlog with my selfie stick, which sucks. But this vlog is going to be about attachment parenting and my experience with it. I will try to make it under 10 minutes, but I tend to ramble a lot, so let's try to go with 15. I will try to make it less than 15 minutes long, especially because I don't have a video editor program on my phone. But I'll try to get one of those. My boyfriend just texted me. Okay. So my boyfriend texted me. I had to pause it. But, so, my experience with attachment parenting. I still practice it to this day. However, I did have to tweak it a lot. A lot of my reasons are pretty legitimate. In my opinion, they're legitimate. Let's see. Not, yelling at your kids or raising your voice to your kids. Just like quietly talking to them and, asking them in a calm voice, why they're upset and figure it out from there and then figure out how to solve it. That did not work for me at all. From like the get-go, whenever he got angry, I tried that. I tried so hard. I didn't want to yell at him or raise my voice. I would never yell at him. I've raised my voice. I never wanted to do that because it hurts his feelings. But when he gets angry nowadays, he is livid. Like, he will not listen to anybody. He will blame whatever he did, whatever his issue is, whatever he did wrong. It's not his fault. It's the TV's fault. It's the cat's fault. It's Chad's fault. It's Alyssa's fault. It's my fault. So he blames everybody but himself, which is normal. He's 4, or he'll be 4 in March. He's 3. So I I don't blame him for it, but still, he needs to have a punishment for whatever he did that was wrong. So I will put him in timeout. I have a hair everywhere. I put him in timeout, and he's only in timeout for 3 minutes. After the 3 minutes are up, then I sit down with him. Once he's calmed down, I will sit down with him and fluff my hair a little bit. I will sit down with him, ask him, does he know why he's in timeout? And he'll say no, so I'll tell him why he was in timeout. I'll ask him if he was sorry, and most of the time he'll say yes. Sometimes he'll say no, but I'll talk to him. If he says no, we'll elaborate and stuff like that. And eventually he will say he's sorry. We'll give each other a hug and a kiss, and he'll go on about his day. He'll go play and do whatever. But the thing is, with the, not putting them in timeout, not giving them spankings and stuff like that, I don't give him spankings anyway, but I do have to put him in timeout. He does have to have a punishment. I can't just let him, think what things that he does is, that are bad or wrong is okay, because I don't want to raise a heathen. So he does have timeouts. He's in the timeouts for 3 minutes. That's it. And then we talk, and he goes on about his day. So that's that about that. The extended breastfeeding part of the lifestyle or the parenting method, I would love to still be nursing my son. He'll be 4 in March. I would love to still be nursing him. A lot of people think that's weird, and if I was out in public and, I've done this before, but I've never gotten anybody to, nobody's looked while I was nursing him. I've never gotten strange looks or anything like that from people when I was nursing him out in public. But I do cover when I breastfeed out in public, mainly because I am modest. I'm very modest. I don't want to put all. I mean, yes, they're breasts, and they are made for feeding your child. That's what they're made for. Society today has, made them into sexual objects, but at the same time, I'm just modest. I don't want the world seeing my boob. They're not going to see nipple because he'll be on it, but I don't want them to see all around. I don't want them to see what I'm working with, so I do cover up. But that's just me. Some moms, they're very open. They don't care. They're gonna feed their baby where they're gonna feed their baby, which I'll do the same thing, but I don't know. I'm really shy about stuff like that, and I don't do well when people come up to me and are like saying negative things, like, you shouldn't be breastfeeding your child in here, he's too old, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to have to deal with all that, so to prevent that, I just cover up. I don't. If I'm around another nursing mom, though, I'm not going to cover up, but if I'm out in public, yes, I will. Anyways, that was off on a tangent. Sorry. But, yeah. I would love to still be nursing my son, who will be 4 in March, because that's just the bond that I created. The bond that we have, from him nursing, the closeness, it's just so beautiful, in my opinion. It's a beautiful thing when your child is, getting nourishment from your body. You're giving them life, sustenance, stuff like that. And then, like, he puts his hand on your chest or he touches your face. I'm going to start crying because it's just so beautiful, in my opinion. But I had to stop breastfeeding because of my health. I was 99 pounds and I'm 5'4". I was 99 pounds. You could see my bones. You could see my facial bones. You could see, like, it would look like I contoured my face, like, to the extreme. Just like, oh, I don't know. It just looks like I contoured my face, like, a lot. Because, like, you know how you can see the cheekbones and stuff like that, but that's off. That's random. But it looked like you could see the bones in my face. You could see my ribs. You could see my hip bones. You could see, all of the bones in my body were visible because I was 99 pounds. I'm 5'4". I should not be 99 pounds. So I did have to stop for that. Also, I developed vertigo, not because of breastfeeding, but because my body was so undernourished, malnourished. There you go. My body was just so malnourished because, whatever food I would take in, it wouldn't go to, supplying nourishment for my body. It would go into making milk for my son. So I wasn't getting anything. I wasn't getting anything out of the food I was eating. I was constantly eating. Like, I eat like a freaking horse or whatever animal eats, like a tremendous amount of food in a day. I eat like that. But it just wasn't helping me at all. And I was just losing weight rapidly, and I couldn't stop losing weight. So I did develop vertigo. It was terrible. And then to get rid of the vertigo, I had to take a steroid. And the steroid was the kickstart, jumpstart, whatever, to, the end of my breastfeeding days, because I could not breastfeed Ethan while I was taking the steroid. It would have done something to him that would have harmed him, and I did not want that. And when I told him, no more boobity, I have to take medicine that could hurt him, he was so understanding. He asked, can I have boobity today? Did you take your medicine? And I'd have to say, yes, I took my medicine. And then I would offer him another, option. I would ask, well, do you want an apple or do you want some juice? Do you want me to make you something to eat? And most of the time he'll say, yeah. So he's very understanding about, not breastfeeding anymore. So I have started gaining more weight. I'm at 107 pounds. So that's good. You can no longer see the bones in all of my body. It was crazy. But another thing is co-sleeping. I could not co-sleep anymore, mainly because he digs, like, with his feet. Like, he'll dig wherever he can get his foot. He'll dig on your, like, he'll, like, try to nuzzle his foot right under your butt or in your back, or wherever his foot goes, he's gonna, like, dig down deep into the mattress and just get underneath you. And it's just, he digs. But, another reason was because he's getting big. And my boyfriend is not a small man. He's not a large man either, but he's very tall, is what I should say. So I bought him his own bed. You know, I got him Spidey sheets, Spidey pillowcase, Spidey comforter, you know, Spidey everything. And he has I put up around his bed artwork that he's done. I've put him in frames and, you know, hung him on the wall around his bed. So he has his own little space. He has Curious George that's, like, has pajamas on, and he has a regular G. George. We call him G. George, but it's Curious George. So he has a very safe, secure, you know, environment for, like, his little bedtime area. So, you know, I've never done, and I never will do the cried out method. I just will not do it. I cannot do it. I can't. I will break down if I have to do that. Just, you know, leaving your child alone, you know, in a room, screaming their head off and crying because they're scared or whatever. I cannot just sit in another room and wait for my child to cry himself to sleep. I've cried myself to sleep before when I was in high school. That's because I was sad, I was depressed, and I've cried myself to sleep. It's not fun. So if I'm not going to do it, he's not going to do it. So I'll lay with him at night. We'll talk. You know, we'll tell stories and stuff like that. And he has a nightlight. And when I'm about to leave out of the room, I'll tell him, I'm going to go watch some of my TV show. When it goes on a commercial, I'll come back in here and I'll check on you. And I'll tell him that what kind of, you know, the stuffed animals that he has in his bed. I'll tell him that I'll leave the door open for him. He's got his nightlight and stuff like that. And he is never upset. He's never crying when I leave the room, ever. He's very calm. I'll tell him I love him. And I'll tell him night-night, and he'll repeat it back to me that he loves me, and night-night. And 99% of the time when I go back in there to check on him after, you know, a commercial or whatever, he'll be asleep. So, yeah. Here comes some girl. She's, like, meandering. Crap, I wanted to make this vlog under 15 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry up. But that is the reasons why I had to deviate from you know, some things from the attachment parenting perspective. I had to deviate. Strictly for my sanity and my son's sanity, and just to fit, you know, him growing up. He'll be 4, which is still a little baby, which he's my baby. He's always my baby. But it's just, we had to tweak it a little bit, just so that it would work for us. I was losing my mind. Things were pretty hectic for a while when he was waking up so much in the middle of the night. He wasn't eating much food, like substantial food, like real food. Well, he wasn't eating like a meal. He was very picky. He's waking up in the middle of the night a lot. He, you know, was very angry, and he yelled at me when I tried to, you know, reason with him and stuff like that. So that all had to stop, because I don't want to raise a heathen. So I had to tweak it, you know, for my sanity and my health and my son. I think he's better for it that we had to tweak it, because he's learning to be, you know, his own person and who he is, and, you know, his limits. He's very happy. He's very well-rounded. He's not an unhappy boy because of the changes that I had to make. But that concludes my vlog. If I forgot something, like, like as far as attachment parenting goes, please comment down below and I will address that in my next vlog. Also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in a comment below. If you have any suggestions for other vlogs, future vlogs, whatever, let me know. But yeah, my class is in about 45 minutes, so I will let you go. And this video is a little bit longer than 15 minutes. Anyways, yeah. And if you're a subscriber to me already, which I saw already, I have 50 subscribers. I have no idea who you are, so if you'll just, pop in and say hi, that would be nice. So I'll know who you are, and maybe I'll say hello back in my next vlog. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in a comment. All right.